Quarantine woman hacked to death. Body of man discovered on road under quarantine. And trade unionist Carver Duncan freed of fraud charges. News in Depth begins now. With tonight's edition of News in Depth, I'm Eva Wharton. Thanks for joining us. First up, a quarantine woman was hacked to death and her neighbor arrested for the crime.
The body of a 53-year-old woman of Belvedere Quarantine, Berbice, was this morning discovered decapitated in her home by police. She has been identified as Bulmati Diolal. Her relatives who arrived on the scene stood in disbelief, screaming as the woman's lifeless body was being removed from the scene. They are alleging that her male neighbor is responsible for her brutal death. According to reports, the woman was chopped about her body by the man in the presence of her 2-year-old daughter, who alerted neighbors.
Phone and me put on the phone and me go to bed, and by the time me the thing, somebody called for the phone and tell me to come quick. And I asked her why, and I said, let me come. I asked her what wrong, and I said, no, come now, let me come with somebody. Me tell her, so you tell me what wrong, no, they said, no, come. Give me my money and have cost up and thing. I say drink from the cost and thing, man. They say a trip out.
However, police investigators revealed that the woman was standing in her yard when the suspect, armed with a cutlass, approached and dealt her several chops to her neck, almost severing same. He then left and went home, where he was promptly arrested by police, during which he handed over the alleged murder weapon. The man, 39-year-old Jainarain Balgobin, a laborer, remains in custody. The woman's body is presently at the New Amsterdam mortuary.
More news on the other side of the break.
Extra beer is the beer to drink. Grab one now, grab one now. Drink extra beer and come to your senses.
Enjoy a great extra Pilsner beer, now available in regular and light. Taste real smooth with no hangover. It's the perfect beer, according to Drinkers Review.
Me drink beer in a real life.
Distributed by the wholesale distributors in the stockbroke market. Telephone 683-9500. Extra beer is also found in supermarkets and stores nationwide. It's the perfect beer.
Hey, looky there. Let me go to techie boots.
Boots? No, mama, I ain't gonna get like a thief in a big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't get my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping.
Cheaper, faster, better. Pass back.
Extra energy, drink a #1. Multiply your energy to the drink one. Extra energy drink, extra energy drink.
Extra Energy has a better taste, less caffeine, less sugar, and is enriched with vitamins B6 and B12.
Extra energy drink me wanting. You give me the energy night and morning. Extra energy drink, extra energy drink.
Visit the wholesale distributor in the Stabroek Market or call 683-9500 to order yours today. Extra Energy drink is also found in supermarkets and stores nationwide.
Welcome back. Let's tell you now that police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a quarantine resident who was found on the road by residents with visible marks of violence about his body. The man has been identified as far as Narayan-26, a father of two and carpenter of Lot 36, number 70 village. Narayan was found sprawled on the quarantine highway by residents one day after he left home. According to information, the man left home at around 11 hours on Monday. Speaking to the media, his mother, Bibi Aziz, 44, said that her son left home and went to a shop before leaving on a bicycle. According to the woman, she left home, and upon returning the day before, she saw her son standing at a shop over the road. He returned home on Monday evening and was speaking on his cell phone before subsequently leaving to go out again. Information revealed that Narayan was part of a group of persons imbibing at a party being hosted by an overseas-based Guyanese. The man had returned home a few days before and had donated a sum of money to the number 70 community policing group, and an after-party was being held at his residence. Relatives are refuting claims that the man was a victim of an accident on the public road. One relative stated that when they found the body, it was covered in blood. After turning the body over, they recognized that it was their relative.
I sell swaggerific. Spaniard me like staggerific. I Spaniard. When the star give me a hand on the whole place. Turn up, turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stag up. Turn on up, turn up, turn on up, stag up. Turn up, turn up, turn on up, turn up. Stag in me hands now. Hand up, hand on, hand up, hand on, stag up. Hand on, hand up, hand on, stag up. Hand up, stag up. Tell them no. I don't business if you're not on time. You must always have stag in the line. Well, everybody have a stag in the hand. Where's mine? Staggerman's beer.
Suspended trade unionist Carver Duncan has been freed of fraud charges in the theft of over $900,000 from the power company.
Fraud charges against veteran trade unionist Carver Duncan were today dismissed in the Georgetown Magistrate Court. Magistrate Leron Daly ruled that the prosecution team failed to produce evidence that support the claims of theft. Duncan was brought before the court on the charge which stemmed from his involvement in the multi-million-dollar fraud at the utility company GPL. In that matter, Duncan was said to have paid himself some $948,000 while he was a director on the board and also conspired with the deputy CEO Ishwar Deonarain, who transferred some $27 million into his private account. Duncan was elated that the charges were dismissed and he did not hold back his feelings. Now, this development has put a new twist into the investigations carried out by the state and Duncan. Most will recall that President David Granger had recently suspended Duncan and set up a tribunal to investigate whether or not Duncan should remain as chairman of the Public Service Commission. Duncan, through his lawyer, moved to the court to stop the work of the tribunal. But before the order was served to the state, the work of that tribunal was already completed.
That's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us tomorrow, same time for another edition.